grow tall. Drawing your navel into your spine. We're gonna slide the hands onto the shins. And then think of reaching the crown of the head up toward the ceiling as you breathe in. Exhale, breathing out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, blow it out. Blink open the eyes. From here, we're gonna look over that right shoulder. Come back to the center. Look over your left shoulder. Center. Back to the right. And over to the left. And then from here, drop your chin to your chest. Come to center, look up. And chin to your chest. And center and look up. Nice. From here, take a couple of shoulder rolls. So just shrugging your shoulders up by your ears. Draw your shoulder blades down onto your back. 2 more like that. And then reversing that circle, drawing forward this time. For 2, 3, 1 more. And then from here, draw your shoulder blades onto your back. We'll slide the hands back behind the thighs. Scoop the belly here. So draw your navel into your spine, grow tall. As you exhale, curl your tail under, round your spine, rock back. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Keep the feet planted. Exhale, scoop your belly and round. Chin comes toward your chest. Once again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop and round. Nice. As you rise up, you can release the hands here. Exhale, scoop and round. Let the tailbone draw you back. Reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Exhale and round. Nice. The next time you reach up, slide the hands back behind the thighs. We're going to hinge from the hips, moving through a long spine here. And then rising up, grow tall. Hinging from the hips, head sits atop the spine, just lean back. Nice, keep the rib cage in. Keep a sense of adducting here, so drawing the knees in toward the midline, you can release the arms. Make this a little more challenging. Exhale, hinge. 1 more like that. The feet are gonna feel light, keep them grounding down into the floor. This next time you lean back, we're gonna open out to the right, so bending that right elbow, open the chest. Sweep it around. Bend the left elbow, open across the chest. And sweep it around. Nice, keep the inner thighs hugging in toward the midline here, open the chest to the right. And back over to the left. So you're leaning back, coming through that long spine. 1 more, right? Open the chest. And over to the left. Nice, we'll take it back around. Bring your hands back behind the thighs. We're gonna peel it down bone by bone, bringing your chin to your chest. Lowering all the way down onto the floor. Once you're here, walk your feet in just a bit. We're gonna take the hands onto the lower belly. Come into a pelvic tilt. So press your low back down. And then come through neutral. Allow your back to arch. And neutral. Press the low back down. Back to neutral. Allow your back to arch. 1 more like that, pressing down. Find that neutral pelvis from here. Allow the back to arch. And then we're coming back to neutral pelvis. Pull the belly button in toward the spine. Release the arms. Come into a little marching. So just release that right foot. And then the left. Make sure you're moving from your hip joint here. You can even bring your hand to your top of your hip. And you're not moving from the knee joint. So keeping that 90-degree angle up the knee here. Lifting off the left. You should feel the engagement through the lower belly. 1 more each side. Then next time you lift the left foot away, hold. Reach the right foot away. We're going to come into toe tap. So reaching down to a hover and lift off. Keep your pelvis the same. Left toes reach. Slow lift. Coming to that hover. Right toes. Lower belly engaged. Lift. Left toes. Slow lift. Nice. 1 more each side. Should feel it in that lower belly if you're doing it correctly. Back to the left. From here, glue both legs together. Lower both legs halfway. Slow lift. Don't let that pelvis tilt. Keep that neutral pelvis lower halfway. Slow lift. 2 more like that. Lower halfway. Don't let that lower back over arch here. Last one. Try not to spill your soup. Knees over the hips. Arms to your sides. We're going to come over to the right. Come to a hover. Keep that opposite shoulder blade pressing down. Come back to the center. Over toward the left. Think of using that right oblique to lift you back to the center here. Knees over the hips. Coming up and over to the right. Left shoulder blade pressing down. Inhaling over to the center. And up and over to the left. Nice. Think right oblique here to lift back to center. Scooping the belly back over to the right. left oblique this time. Last one, up and over to the left. And we'll release back to the center. From here, release the feet down to the floor. Release your arms at your sides. Press the low back down and peel the hips away. Keep that sense of abducting, so drawing in toward the midline of it. As you roll down, abdominal control, upper back, middle, lower, tailbone. Press the low back down, peel the hips away, chin coming toward your chest. Knees lengthening toward that opposite wall. As you roll down, use that abdominal control, nice and slow. Releasing all the way down to the floor. 2 more, hips peel. Chin comes toward the chest. Lift a little higher. And then lowering down, using that abdominal control as you lower all the way down through the spine. Nice, on this next one, we're gonna lift up and hold. From here, we're gonna lower just a little, small range. Lift a little, lower a little, lift a little, lower, and lift. 4 more. Keep the knees drawing in toward the midline here like you have a block between the thighs. 2 more. Last one. Peel it all the way down. Bring your hands back underneath the head, lifting the head up off the floor. Navel draws to your spine. Scoop your belly, lift off. Tips of the shoulder blades lift a little higher. Slow lower, coming into chest lift. Peeling up, elbows wide. Navel to spine, lift a little higher. Slowly lower. Exhale. As you exhale, peeling the tips of the shoulder blades. 1 more just like that. Nice and easy lift. Weight of the head and the hands, lift a little higher. We're gonna come into that rotation this time. So rising up, rotate right, elbows off, slow center, rotate to your left. Slow center, lift up a little higher right here in the middle, lower all the way down. Exhale, lift, rotate right, center, rotate left, and center, lift up right here, lower all the way down. Exhale, lift, rotate right, slowly center, rotate to the left, slowly center, lift right here, lower down, last time through, here we go, rising up, and rotate to your right, and slowly center, rotate left. We're gonna hold at the top on this one, slide the hands back behind the thighs, sink your navel to your spine, lift a little higher, little pulses right here, lifting up, for 2, 3, small range, 4, try not to tense up the neck, 5 more, 3, 2, and 1, lower it down. Give your knees a hug. Little circles here, release your low back into the floor. And we'll circle it the other way. Nice, release the feet to the mat. Engage the abdominals here, navel drawing to your spine, lift 1 foot and the other way, coming into that tabletop, neutral pelvis. Reach the arms at shoulder height. We're gonna float the arms up and drop the rib cage down. As you exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Slowly float the arms up, rib cage drops down. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest. 1 more like that, prep for 100. We're gonna hold this one and pump the arms. So inhaling for 5, exhale for 5. Stay here or lower the upper body down, reaching energy through to the fingertips, navel drawing to your spine. Stay here or lengthen the legs up toward the ceiling. Arms are pumping, scooping the belly. Keep that hugging in of the inner thighs. Stay here or lower toward 45 degrees. And you can stay with this or slow lift and slowly lower. And slowly lift. Slowly lower. Try not to tense up the head and neck. 1 more like that. Slow lift. Lower. We're going to hold this one. Arms are pumping. Squeeze the inner thighs in. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Give your knees a hug. Rock it out. Take your head side to side. Release any tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. Rocking along the spine. Roll it up to a seat. Scoop your belly here. Rocking back. Your sitting bones really round your spine. Lifting 1 foot, then the other way. Hands to the shins. And then rock just a little, and rock to come up. Rock back just a little, scoop the belly, rock to come up. Nice, you're welcome to stay here. Make sure you're keeping that same space between the chest and the thighs throughout. Or from here, exhale, rock along the spine. Come all the way up, try not to let the toes touch. Exhale, rock back. Load up, hold at the top. Use your exhale. Load up, hold. Try not to let those toes touch down. Make sure you're drawing your navel to your spine, really rounding through your low back. Exhale, rock it back. And rising up. 2 more just like that. Keeping the spine round throughout, chin coming toward the chest. Last one, we're gonna hold at the top. And from here, go ahead and bring the hands back behind the thighs. Lengthening the right leg, testing out those hamstrings, lengthen the left leg. Squeeze the inner thighs, reach the arms, extend the spine, full teaser. Nice. Bend the knees in. Take your feet onto the mat. Roll it down bone by bone. Nice. From here, the arms reach up overhead. Get the stretch fingers to toes. And then take the arms back down at your sides. Ground down through the palms. Bring the legs all the way and squeeze the inner thighs. Slide those hands to the low back. Make sure you don't have that big space between the low back and the mat. Take your hands to L's. Find your lower rib cage with the thumbs. Drop your lower rib cage down with the index fingers. Find the hip points. Squeeze the inner thighs. Reach the arms to shoulder height. And as you float the arms up overhead, rib cage drops down. You're going to exhale. Nod your chin to your chest. Start to peel away. Reaching out and over the toes. From here, scoop your belly. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Slowly come back down, bone by bone. The arms will float up overhead. The rib cage drops down. Use your exhale, peel, peel, peel. Squeeze the inner thighs, hugging in toward the midline. Reach out and over the toes. Getting that stretch at the top. Round spine to lower down, bone by bone. Spinal articulation here. Arms float up, rib cage drops down. Exhale. Use your exhale. Reach, 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 reach. And then as you roll back down, scoop your belly, rally around that low back. Nice, arms float up, but the rib cage drops down. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze your glutes. Hug the inner thighs in toward the midline. Breathe through that sticking point. Reach. And slow release. Last time through, here we go. Floating the arms up, rib cage drops down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Woo, all the way up. We're gonna stretch at the top. So just get this nice release. You can bend the knees here as needed. We're gonna rock it side to side. So bring the extra flesh away from the sitting bone. Sitting up nice and top. Go ahead and slide a hand to your low back. Make sure you get this inward curve of the spine. If not, elevate the hips, bend the knees or both. Reach the arms to shoulder height. Maybe you're hugging in, squeezing a block or maybe the circle between the hands. Take a breath in. Exhale, rotate right. Coming into spinal rotation, come back to the center. Exhale, rotate to your left. Nice. Imagine your belly button is right in the middle of that imaginary circle. Rotate right. Slowly center, grow taller. Exhale, rotate left. Make sure your spine's nice and long this whole time so you're not rocking back your sitting bones. You're not rounding your low back here. This next time we'll come back to the center. After you come to the left, we're going to bring the palms to face down. Bend the right elbow, rotate. And slow center. Rotate to the left. And reach. Bend the right elbow this time, rotate. Drawing that elbow back and rotate left. One more each side. Here we go. We'll rotate. And slow unwind, rotate left. And we'll unwind. Nice. From here, slide it forward just a bit. Slide any props or things out of your way. Go ahead and come to that rounded spine through the low back. Rock back through your sitting bones, hands to the thighs. We'll lengthen the right leg. Lengthen the left leg, coming out to a V. Stay with hands back behind the thighs or slide them up to your calves. Squeeze the inner thighs. Nice and slow. Open out. Exhale, inner thighs come together. Slow open. So just the width of your mat, no wider. Slowly bring them in. Slow open. Exhale, draw them in. Slow open. Nice. One more like that. We're going to hold this one at the top. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay here or navel to spine. Rock back. And rock up. Coming into open leg rocker. Use your exhale. Make sure you're not coming onto your neck here. So stopping at the tips of those shoulder blades. Scooping the belly. Tailbone's tucked under. Spine is, top of the spine is long, but the bottom of the spine is rounded here. 2 more. Last one. Scoop your belly, rock back. And we'll come up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Extend the spine. Extend the arms. Reach. Full teaser. Breath in. Go ahead and bend the knees and slide the hands to the thighs. Roll it down bone by bone. Nice. From here, arms float up. Reach, stretch from your fingers to your toes. And we'll ground down through the palms. Bend both knees in one at a time. Lengthening the legs up toward the ceiling from here. And then we're bringing them just the width of your mat apart to a V. Slow lower. Inner thighs connect. Slow lift here. So it's slowly separate. Slow lower. Inner thighs connect. Slowly lift back up. Nice. Try and keep this controlled, guys. The name of the game. we don't have Jane here tonight, is controlology, right? One more this way, and then we're gonna reverse this. Slow it down so you're not swinging the legs. The next time you lift up, lower with the legs together. Then slow open, relax the shoulders. Slow lift, inner thighs connect. Slow lower, press down through the palms, slow open. Slow lift, squeeze those inner thighs. One more like that. We're gonna meet up at 90 degrees with the legs together. Squeeze those inner thighs, ground down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears. Trace a circle on the ceiling with your big toes. And circle it to the left, coming into corkscrew. Something you may have seen a lot of this week. And circle it around to the right. Small lift of the hips, peel the hips away. Circle it around to the left. Keep those inner thighs hugging together. From here, stay with this or lift. Making that circle bigger. Find a little bit of hang time at the top. Pressing down through the palms. Make sure you're not coming onto the neck. Swing the legs up and over, reach. Last one, swing and hold. And slowly we'll lower down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. From here, we're going to come onto the forearms. So you can rock side to side and come up onto your elbows here. Find this lift of the chest, so make sure you're not sinking here. Instead, keep this lifted. We'll bend the knees in one at a time. And then lengthen the legs up toward the ceiling, coming into hip circles. Trace a circle on the ceiling with those big toes around to the right, around to the left. If you need to, a little bend in the knees here. Otherwise, straight legs. Keep the inner thighs hugging in, circling right. Nice, circling to your left. Scoop the belly, squeeze the inner thighs, circle right. Circle it left. Use your exhale. One more each side, circle right. Circling left, we're gonna bend the knees in from here, coming into can-can. So dip right, twist, dip left, twist, dip right, lengthen those legs. Keep this lift of the chest, dip, dip. Coming into that rotation, using those obliques. Lengthen here, and tap. Use your breath, tap, tap, and extend. One more over here, tap, rotate, 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 and reach. Nice. We'll come all the way back down. Go ahead and bend that left knee in. Take the right leg up toward the ceiling. We're going to flex and point for 2 and 3. Take a little circle. Circle that the other way. Circling the ankle here. Scoop the belly, navel to spine. We're going to trace the circle on the ceiling with that big toe. Bring your hands onto your hips here. Make sure the hips are staying still as the leg moves. You're welcome to stay here or lengthen that left leg long if you have that length in through the hamstrings here. More important though that that top leg is straight than the bottom. So if you feel like it's really peeling away from the floor, and bend that knee in. 2 more. We're gonna hold it at the top. Last one. Hold, scoop your belly. Trace that circle. Start with a small circle here. Take your hands to your hips. Make sure they're still. Imagining you're balancing a water bottle right on that lower belly. Use your exhale. And then you can make it bigger from here. 2 more. This is the last one. We're going to bend the knee in here. So give your knee a hug. And just release the front of that hip. Breathe. Release that foot to the floor. Lengthen the left leg up toward the ceiling. Flex. Point. Reach through the heel. Point. From here, take a little circle. Circle the other way. Scoop your belly here, navel to spine. Ground down through the palms, shoulders away from your ears. Go ahead and trace that circle. All the way out and around. Back to center. All the way up and around. You're welcome to stay here or lengthening that leg. You can make that circle bigger, but you have to keep those hips still. That's your challenge. Stabilizing here through the hips. Isolating that leg and the hip joint. 2 more. We're going to hold this at the top. Reverse that circle. Try not to let the hips just swing here. That is where you want to feel the control, right here through those abdominals. Ground down through the palms, press down through the shoulder blades. 3 more. reach, here's 2. This is it, last one. Bend that knee in, give it a hug, release the front of that left hip. We're gonna bring the left foot to the floor, right ankle to your left knee here. Stay here if you're already feeling the stretch, or release this left foot away from the floor. Stay here, you can bring your hands back behind this left thigh. Hold, breathe. Hold it a little closer as you feel the stretch. You're gonna lengthen that leg, take a little circle. And then from here, flex, reach it in. Lengthen the leg. Flex, draw it in, moving from your knee joint here. So knee stays still in space. Last one, we'll hold in a little closer. And we're just gonna extend that leg long onto your mat. Scoot your hips about 2 inches to your right here. You're gonna take the knee across the body so you're stacking the hips. And look over that right shoulder. Take another breath. Exhale, unwind. Bring that right foot to the floor, left ankle to the right knee this time, coming into that stretch, figure 4. Stay here, or hands back behind the right side. Flex the feet a bit, toes are drawing back, breathe into that. Stay here and lengthen that leg, and take a little circle. We're gonna flex, draw it in. Point, lift it up. Try and keep that knee still in space. Move from your knee joint. Last one, and hold. Hold in a little closer, breathe. Lengthen that right leg. Scoot your hips about 2 inches to your left this time. Take this knee across the body. Let the weight of that left shoulder blade release into the floor. One more breath in. Exhale, twist. Unwind here. Let's lengthen the legs. Take the arms up overhead. Take this stretch with your fingers all the way down to your toes. Nice. We'll bend the knees in one at a time. Walk your feet all the way in toward your sitting bones. Release the arms at your sides. Press the low back down. We're going to come back into that bridge. Keep those hip points lifted. Lengthen the knees toward that opposite wall. Bring weight into the left foot. Right leg lifts. Flex and reach. Point and swing. Flex, reach. And you're lengthening toward that opposite wall here, but the hip points are staying lifted, lifted, lifted. Bring that leg in line with that opposite leg. 3 more. Flex and reach. Point and swing. 2 more. Last one. Bend the knee. Take your foot to the floor. Abdominal control, release. Take a breath. Press your low back down. Peel the hips away. Keep those hip points lifting toward the ceiling. Pour the weight into the right foot this time. Lengthen the left leg. Flex, reach away. Point and swing. Flex and reach. Really fire up that right hamstring this time. Flex, reach. 4 more. Don't let that left hip lower. It's going to want to. Take a peek down. 2 more. Reach away. Nice. Last one. Lift it up. Bend the knee in with control. Lower all the way down. Nice. Let's bend this right knee in. Interlace the fingers underneath of your knee. Scoop your belly. So make sure you're not bringing that knee into the chest. It's going to come directly over top of your head. From here, lengthen the left leg. And then we'll lower it down toward 45 degrees. Don't let that low back overarch here. So remember, neutral pelvis. Take the tips of the shoulder blades, lift them away from the floor. From here, you're just going to switch. Keep the back of the neck long. Try not to jam your chin to your chest. Keeping that space between your chin and your chest here. Legs are hugging the midline, coming straight down. If this is too much for your upper body, ball or blanket underneath the head for support, or lower your upper body down. Nice. Let's do 3 more. Last set. We're going to meet up in the middle for double leg. Bending both knees in, reach out. Wrap it in. Reach it out. Wrap it in. Squeeze those inner thighs. If this is too much for the head and neck, lower your upper body down here. 2 more. Extend. Squeeze the inner thighs. Last one. Nice. From here, we'll bend the right knee and take the hands back behind the right thigh. Left leg lengthens. Double pull. Go ahead and scissor the legs. Keep the hands back behind the thigh, or if it's available to you, bring your hands back behind your calf here. Bringing the leg towards you, not bringing your upper body toward the leg. Let them brush in the air. So brush each time. Hug them in line. Brush. 1 more each side. Both legs at 90, coming into double straight leg this time. Hands back behind the head. You're going to lower and lift. If this is too much for the upper body, lower your upper body down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Bring your awareness to your pelvis. Don't let that back overarch. If you're staying lifted, try not to tense up the neck. One more here, and then we're gonna come into crisscross. Go ahead and bend the right knee, lengthen the left leg, rotate right, center, rotate left. Let those legs hug the midline here. Navel strong to your spine, scooping the belly. Lengthen. Lengthen. Let them brush each time, lengthen. Nice, let's just do a few more. Squeezing in toward the midline. Last two. Navel strong to your spine. Last one, coming into those obliques. Woo! Let it go. Ah, give your knees a hug. Little circles here. You can release that low back. Circle it the other way. Nice. From here, we're going to roll onto one side and press your way up to a seat. Grab a sip of water if you like. Nice. We're going to come into a side bend. Go ahead and gather the legs together. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're not leaning into this hand. Think of keeping both sides of the waist long. And then we're going to reach out away from the toes, nice long spine, and then draw it in and get that crunch. So reaching out away from the feet and drawing in, coming into that crunch. And reaching out and crunching in. Nice. One more this way. So you're welcome to stay right here, hips on the floor. Or if you'd like to, coming into this next exercise, bring the hand down, flex the feet. As you lift, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Squeeze those inner thighs, slow, lower. Squeeze. So stay with that first exercise we did. We're moving into this one. Two more. Side plank, reach. Hug the inner thighs in toward the midline. Last one. Squeeze. Nice. Go ahead and lower down. We're going to swing the legs around the other way. And then make sure both sides of the waist are long here. So you're sitting up nice and tall. You're scooping the belly, shoulder blades onto your back. Reach away from the feet first. And then crunch in toward the feet. So lengthen out away. Make sure the shoulder isn't creeping up by the ear here. Bending into that elbow, reach. Nice, you're welcome to stay with this. Or from here, take that hand down. As you lift the hip, that shoulder will stack over top of your wrist. So it's slightly forward, and then as you lift up, shoulder stacks over the wrist. Two more. If the shoulders are not happy, don't do the second one. Stay with the first one. Last one. Nice, using that exhale, you're gonna swing it around, separate the knees apart, bring your hips to your heels around your spine. Take a little breather. Let the heart rate come back down. Nice, we're gonna rise up onto all fours. We're gonna just take a little circle of the hips. Should feel nice, circling clockwise a couple of times. And reverse that circle. And then we'll meet up on all fours. So from here, go ahead and drop the belly, extend the heart. And then curling the tail under, round up to the spine. Pulling that navel into the spine as you do. So extend the heart, lift your gaze. And then curl the tail under, press into your hands. Chin comes toward your chest. Last one. We're going to round all the way up, and then I want you to find a spine that's neutral, so you're not tucking the tail, and you're not letting your belly drop here. Navel strong to your spine, press down through the palms. Right leg's going to come straight back. Reach back through that heel, lift the leg. Make sure hips are level. We're going to tap the toes and lift up to hip height. So you can take that left hand back, and then if you like, taking that hand to the hip. Head is in line with the spine. Find a lift up out of the right wrist. This feels like too much on the right wrist. Lower that left hand down, it's okay. Reach to the back heel. Fully straighten that leg. Last one, keep it up there. It's a little pulse, so small range of motion, little lifts up. And then from here, we're gonna circle. Try and keep your hips still, just like in leg circles. So you're not doing this, you're not swinging the upper body around, you're not moving those hips. Carve out that circle. One more in this direction. And then reversing. Navel drawing to your spine, carve out that circle. reach to the heel. 2 more. Last one, reach it straight back. We're gonna turn it in, turn it out. So you're turning it in from all the way up in that hip joint, turn it out. One more, we're gonna turn it in, hold, tap it in, tap it out. This is hot potato. Keep that internal rotation, make sure it's coming from all the way up in that hip joint. Woo, tap, tap. Abdominals pulling up and in, 3 more. 2 more. Last one, reach it back behind you, take a peek over that shoulder. Get that nice stretch to that whole right side. Breathing into it, try not to sink, lift up out of your wrist. Release your toes, we'll bring that foot down. Left leg straight back, navel's drawing to your spine here. Scooping your belly. We're gonna lift the leg so it's in line with the hip. Slide a hand to your hips. Start to tap and lift. And then that hand can come to your forehead here. Make sure your shoulders stacked over your wrist. Make sure you're spreading your fingers. Make sure you're finding that lift through your belly. Reaching to the heel. 2 more. Last one. We're going to hold it up there, small range. Little pulses. Try not to sink. And then we're going to carve out that circle. Keep your hips still. Carve. Nice. Keep going. Woo. 2 more. Last one, reversing that circle. Keep your navel drawing to your spine. Try and keep your hips still that whole time, imagining you're balancing your dinner right there on your derriere. 3 more. 2, so you're at table. Last one, reach it straight back. You're gonna internally rotate, externally rotate. Make sure it's coming from the hip, not from the knee or the toes or the ankle. Turn it in, turn it out. Last one, turn it in, hold. We're gonna tap and tap, tap, tap. Use your exhale. 4 more sets. Keep turning it in from all the way up in that hip. It might feel awkward. Last 2. Woo, last one. We're gonna come back over that foot. Reach back through your heel. Gaze over your right shoulder, press back. Should feel good. And then release your toes. Bring that knee to the floor. Slide back, hips to your heels. Walk the hands out, forehead rests on the mat. Take a little rest pose. Nice, walk this out to the right. Press into the hands, reach your hips over to the left. And we'll come back to the center, make your way over to the left. This time, reach your hips over to the right. We're gonna make our way back to center. Keep your hands forward as you rise up onto all fours. From here, tuck your toes, lift your knees, reach your hips up and back, and just pedal the feet. Should feel good. Bending one knee as you reach and straighten that other heel toward the floor. And then lengthen the heels toward the floor here. Lift up through your sitting bones, thighs are drawing back. You're gonna walk the hands slowly and mindfully back toward your feet. Take a little bend in the knees here as needed. Lay your chest over the thighs, hang your head, shake it yes and no. And then we're gonna roll it up to stand. So one vertebrae stacking on top of another. Roll your shoulders back here, grow top. And then I'm gonna slide back a little so you can see me. We're gonna come into roll downs. So from here, make sure you're standing up tall. Make sure your feet are sitting bone width apart, scooping the belly, navel drawing in towards your spine. Soften the knees and peel it down one vertebrae at a time, rolling through the spine. Keep the knees slightly bent, let the head hang. And then make like you're pressing the floor away, but keeping those knees soft as you stack one vertebrae on top of another. Roll your shoulders back on top, chin toward your chest, peel it back down. Allow the arms to dangle here, head is heavy. Soften the knees, press down through the floor to rise it up. All the way, stacking one vertebrae on top of another, roll your shoulders back, grow top. 2 more, chin to your chest. Engage the abdominals here, like you're peeling away from an imaginary wall. Let the arms just kind of dangle, head is heavy. Soften the knees, roll it up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Rolling all the way up to stand, last time through, chin to your chest. And then rolling up. We're gonna add on from here, so we're coming into Pilates push-ups. So you're gonna bring the chin to your chest. Peel it down one vertebrae at a time. Take the hands all the way down to the floor. We'll walk it all the way out until your shoulders are in line with your wrists. From here, you're welcome to lower the knees if you'd like. And then elbows are drawing in toward the side ribs, so you can lower down 2 inches. You can lower halfway or nose to your mouth. 1 more. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. I'm gonna walk your hands back toward the feet. Take a little bend in the knees. And then softening the knees, rolling up. Last thing that comes up, shoulders, neck, and then the head. And then bring your chin to your chest and peel back down, rolling away. Go ahead and take your hands down to the floor, walk it all the way out. Bring your shoulders to there in line with the wrists. Option to lower the knees or not. The elbows are hugging in, so this is a tricep push-up. Head is in line with the spine. If it feels like too much, just lower 2 inches, just right there. And then tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back. Walk your hands all the way back toward your feet. Take a little bend in the knees, we'll roll it up. Press the floor right here. Engage in the abdominals. Shoulders roll back, roll top, chin to your chest. Peeling down. Taking your hands all the way down. Walk it all the way out until your shoulders are in line with the wrists. If you lower the knees, make sure you're one long line here, knees through the crown of the head. Elbows draw in. Try not to let the head of the upper arm roll forward here. And lift. Walking the hands all the way back. We've got one more here. When you're ready, bring the chin to the chest, peeling back down, down. Take the hands all the way down to the floor, walk it out. Shoulders are gonna come in line with the wrists. Lower the knees if you like, elbows drawing in for 1. Here's 2. Last one, nice, rising up. Go ahead and make your way all the way back up. We'll soften the knees. From here, we'll look to stand. Engage the abdominals, roll your shoulders back, row top. Grab all your weights. If you don't have weights, you can go without. You can also just kind of use anything laying around your house, like soup cans. Somebody used potatoes the other day. Make sure your feet are sitting bone width apart. Soften the knees here, scoop your belly. Roll your shoulders down onto your back. Reaching the arms at shoulder height, slow lower. Exhale, lift. Use your exhalation. Four more here. Here's 3. On our last one, we're gonna stay out here. Coming into those arm circles, nice and slow. Navel drawing to your spine, stabilize to the upper body. Nice, do 2 more. Reversing that circle. Woo! Try and keep that upper body still. 4 more. Woo! Last one. We're gonna bring the arms forward from here. And then lower the right arm. Slow lift. And then the left. Check out your wrist here. So make sure you're not breaking at the wrist. The wrist is long. Navel strong to your spine. Scooping the belly. You're controlling that descent. So slow lower. Slow lift. This is controlled. From here, we're gonna alternate. Switch. Switch, switching in the air. Try not to elevate those shoulders. Keep the belly scooping. 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. If I can't see you, tell me you're doing this right. Reach the arms back out, bend the elbows. Little pulses. Elbows in line with your shoulders here, little lifts. Somebody on there just eating their dinner and keeping this playing in the background. Ready, we're gonna bring it in. Open out, shoulder blades slide onto your back. Open out. Try not to just join the wrist, so you don't want to do this. You keep your wrist long. Use your exhale. 2 more. Woo! On our last one, join your wrists and squeeze. We're almost there, guys. 2 more. Glue them together, little pulses, small range, little lifts up. Or 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Woo! And walk it back. Release your weights here. And we're gonna soften the knees and roll back down nice and slow, peeling away from that imaginary wall. Take the hands down, we'll walk it out about 3/4 away. Hold the stretch. And bend one knee as you straighten the other. You're gonna reach the heels toward the floor. Ride your breath forward, come into a high plank. Either lower the knees or for a challenge, lower all the way down, elbows hugging in. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, press up, we'll fold back, hips toward the heels around your spine. Take a little rest pose here, take a breath. One more deep inhale, and then we're gonna slide forward. Coming onto your belly, slide the hands underneath the shoulders here, hug the elbows in toward your side ribs, activate the legs, separate the feet a little bit apart. We're gonna come into back extension, so keep the back of the neck long. Roll your shoulders back, lift a little higher. Slow lower back down. Squeezing those glutes. Exhale, peel your chest away. Elbows drawing in, lift a little higher. Not here, back of the neck is long, slow lower. Nice, keep your head sitting atop the spine. Shoulders roll back, lift from your chest, not your head. Squeezing those glutes, lower down, last one. Squeeze the glutes, press the tops of the feet into the floor, kneecaps lifting away, rise up. Back extension, lift a little higher. We'll release it down. Take the arms to your sides this time, like you have a stripe running down your pants. Roll your shoulders back. Lift a little higher, working those back extensors, slow release, glutes are squeezing. Whole back body working, rise. Rise up a little higher. Woo, slow lower. Rising up, glutes are working. Tops of the feet pressing into the floor, back of the neck is long. Last time through, so make sure you're lifting from your chest, not your head and neck. It's not here, guys. Head and neck, the spine, lift from your chest. Lift a little higher. Nice, we'll release the arms. Go to that right shoulder, shimmy the hips. Don't let the heels fall apart, your big toes come to touch. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, press up. You're gonna fold back, hips to your heels, take a little rest pose. Nice, we're gonna come back into the belly if you wanna grab a sip of water. Slide your props and things out of your way. We're gonna come into breaststroke from here. So if this is too much on the shoulders, you can make this movement smaller. Otherwise, activate the legs, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Sweep the arms open across the chest. Bend the elbows. Sweep the arms open across the chest. Bend the elbows. Getting that full opening through the shoulders. Navel's drawing to your spine. Glutes are really squeezing. Tops of feet are pressing into the floor. Two more. Find that extension of the back. Find that opening across your chest. Release. And look over that other shoulder this time. Let your heels fall apart. Big toes come together. Shimmy those hips. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up. You're going to fold back hips to your heels. Nice and easy. Nice. Sip of water if you like. We're going to come forward onto the belly. This time rolling onto your side. And we'll get ready for some side lying work. So you can either lengthen this arm, line yourself up with the back of your mat, or you can bend this elbow. Make sure the hips are stacked here, navel's drawing to your spine, scoop your belly. This hand can come in front for balance. Weight up, flex, resist down. Slow this down and make sure the hips are stacked throughout. Take a peek down, make sure that knee and toes are pointing forward. That leg is parallel. You're reaching through the heel, make sure you're not tensing up the neck here so you're not lifting away. Try and keep the head and neck relaxed. Nice, 5 more. Lengthening toward that opposite wall, reach. Here's 4. 3. Reach through your heel. Nice, last one. From here, we're gonna lift, lift, lower. So it's lift, bottom leg comes to meet it. Slow lower, legs together. Think of squeezing those inner thighs and lengthening toward that opposite wall. Hug the inner thighs in. Last one, hold it up here, beat it. Bottom to top. From here, we're gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. Inner thighs drawing together. Two more. Last one. We're gonna lower the bottom leg down, top leg stays lifted, coming into those circles. Slow it down. Hips stay stacked. Tables drawing to your spine. You're scooping the belly, carving out that circle in the air. Two more. Slow it down. Reversing that circle. Scoop your belly all the way out and around. Two more here. Nice and easy. Last one. We're going to reach it back behind you. Bend this knee. And then press the hip points forward. Get that stretch of the quad. Breathe. Nice. Bend your bottom knee here. Stack your hips. You're going to bring your feet so they're in line with your sitting bones. Hips are stacked. Apple on that top hip. Don't let it roll over. Lift and lower here. Cradling the head. Clamshell. Two more. Last one, it's a pulse. And then if you like, elevate the feet. Second set, lift and lower. Last one is a pulse. Right here. We're gonna keep that bottom leg lifted. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Tap the knee, tap the toes. This is our bonus round, so you can always just take a break here. We'll meet up with you in just a minute. 3 more. 2 more. Woo, last one. You're gonna lower down. Oh, you can lengthen that bottom leg. Move it out here, take a little breather. And we're gonna come on to the other side. So now you can swing your legs around. Make sure you're lined up with the back of your mat here, so hips are stacked. You can bend this elbow and make a little cushion for your head. And then look down, make sure you're not rocked back or rocked forward here. And then point up, flex, resist down. Make sure you're lengthening toward that opposite wall as you reach. So flex and resist. Flex, resist. Try not to tense up your neck. 4 more, reach. We've got 2 more. Reach to the heel, last one. We're gonna lift, lift, lower from here. So it's a lift, lift, slow lower. Bottom leg comes to meet the top, squeeze the inner thighs together, slow lower down. Reaching through that opposite wall, 4 more, reach. Here's 3. Squeeze those inner thighs, 2. On our last one, hold it up there. It's a beat, bottom to top. And then from here, both legs together, lift and lower. Think of a mermaid's tail. Reach. Hips are stacked. 2 more. Last one, small range of motion, little pulses up for 2. Woo! Lower the bottom leg down, circle that top leg. Make sure the hip stays still. Bring a hand onto that hip. Everything else staying still in space. And then look, peek down. Make sure you're doing a full circle here, not just coming back to that midline. So imagine you're circling the inside of a barrel. 3 more. Reach. Here's 2. Woo! Last one. Reversing. Opposite direction. Draw your navel into your spine. Scoop your belly. Make sure you're getting that full circle in. Two more. Last one. And reach it back, bend the knee here. Get a stretch of the quads. You might need to press those hip points forward a little. Breathe. And then bend the bottom knee in, stacking the feet here, stack the knees and hips, and then feet are in line with the sitting bones more or less. We're gonna lift and lower. So this is not a real high lift. Check out your pelvis. Make sure the hips are staying stacked through the whole time so you're not opening out like this. It's just open, close. So it's not a real big range of motion. Focus is right here. We do a glute. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, little pulses. Imagine you're balancing that apple right here. And then you can elevate the feet if you like for second set, open, close. Just the top leg moving. Try and relax the head, neck, and shoulders. So you're trying not to tense up. Last one is a pulse. And then we're gonna tap and tap. So tap the knee, tap the toes, tap the knee, tap the toes. Ooh, it burns. 2 more. Last set. And release. Take a little run out of that leg. Should feel good. If you need to, you can take a little punch. And then we'll roll onto the belly here. Stack one hand on top of the other. Separate the feet apart and just shimmy those hips. Release any tension you're holding on to in that low back. Coming side to side, nice and easy. And then we'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up here, fold back, twist your heels. Round your spine. And then we'll come on up and go ahead and roll over onto your back. So you're welcome to grab a sweatshirt here. If you have a strap at home, you can grab that. You can grab a belt, a sock even. You're gonna reach it around the outside of that right foot. And then from here, extend that right leg up toward the ceiling. Now you're welcome to keep this knee bent in, or you can lengthen that leg if you're more flexible. So you can always bring like your sweatshirt back behind the foot here and just hold, breathe into this. We're gonna take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, take it out to the right. Use this left hand to reach that hip from the floor. Breathe into the stretch. And now we're gonna come up and over. Breathe. Right into that place where you feel it. And then if you like, releasing all the way down or as far as you can look over your right shoulder from here and take this into a twist. Breathe. And we'll release it back to the center. From here, peeling the upper body away, forehead towards your knee, take a final stretch of the hamstring. And then from here, lengthening that leg. Think of reaching out for the toes as you slowly lower the leg all the way down, so keeping that leg active. And then we'll bend this left knee in. So from here, taking the strap or the sweatshirt back behind the foot. Hold, breathe. And then take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you can take it into the left hand. Use this right hand to press the right hip down. Breathe. Slowly make our way back to the center and bring it up and over. This time stretch the outside of the hip and the leg and breathe into that. Maybe coming about a third of the way. And then from here, you can start to drop that leg down as far as you like, wherever you feel that stretch. This time looking over that left shoulder, breathe into it. And we'll come back to the center. Forehead towards your knee. Peel the upper body away. And slowly, think of lengthening that leg, reaching out for the toes as you slowly lower the leg all the way down to the floor. This time lengthening both legs long on your mat. Reach your arms at your sides a little bit away from the body here. Bring your palms to face up. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale it all the way down to your toes. And then slowly here, starting at your feet. And relaxing your way up to your calves. Making your way up to your thighs, your hips, your back, your belly, your chest, your arms at your sides. Coming all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, and your head. And then from here, we'll take our arms up overhead. Just take this final stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Bending the knees in one at a time here. And then roll yourself over onto your right side. Pausing here for a moment. And then using that upper body strength to press your way back up to a seat. Nice. We'll come to an easy seated position here. And you're welcome to elevate the hips as needed. Reaching out through the arms. We'll inhale, breathe the arms all the way up. Press the space away. One more like that. Inhale, breathe the arms.